Straddling the Danube River, this capital city takes its history and its art to the public. Join us as Artifications explores Budapest. Nothing makes me happier than spending time at the right ruin pub in Budapest. There's something for everyone. This European capital city is equal parts walkable and beautiful. The people are courteous and fun, and there's never a lack of places to go or things to do. The region's main fixture is the beautiful Danube River, known locally as the Duna. The two cities of Buda and Pest grew up along either side of the river. Buda, the hilly eastern shore with its picturesque views, would later become home to the Buda Castle and associated with the aristocracy. On the opposite shore lies the valley city of Pest, the economic engine with a variety of cultural enterprises. These two cities grew up parallel to each other until 1873, when after almost 150 years of Ottoman rule, the two cities would formally be known as Budapest. Welcome to Aquincum. Originally a Celtic settlement, the area we know today as Budapest was once the legendary Roman city of Aquincum. By 100 AD, Aquincum was a heavily fortified city in the northeast border of the sprawling Roman Empire. It soon came to be known as the region's capital city, boasting 2 amphitheaters, thousands of soldiers, and a vibrant economy. The ruins of Aquincum can be found predominantly on the Buda side of the Danube River in Old Buda. The most well-preserved ruins are housed in its own museum, but the adventurous person can still explore the many public ruins located throughout Old Buda. In fact, you can even see them on the sides of the highways as you ride into town. Contemporary Budapest is a city that celebrates itself. You can feel Hungarian pride in all the shops and pubs along its streets. There are many galleries and events around town to keep even the most ardent art lover occupied, and the nightlife does not disappoint. The public transportation system is an easy ride. The names of the stops are a lot of fun to say out loud. Boradoster, Calvinter, Diak Ferenc. They just roll off the tongue. We're stopping at Octagon, a major intersection on the Pest side of town, to meet a friend and to check out his gallery. Welcome to Horizont.
I'm Balázs Arató. I am the owner and the director of this place called Horizont Gallery. Well, we have opened the gallery 2015 May, so most important is of course the sales. And after that I would say some institutional presence or some international presence, like attending fairs. So what is motivating me is to make something successful. And I have a handicap, let's say, because I'm coming from the performing arts and not from art world. I'm neither an aesthete nor an art historian. I have not spent 5 years as a practicant at some other gallery, and I can do it and I will do it, so that's the motivation behind it.
Welcome to St. Stephen's Basilica, the most celebrated church in all of Budapest, named in honor of the first king of Hungary, who was later canonized a saint for his role in converting his Hungarian subjects to Catholicism. This could be considered a highly political tactic, as this solitary action served to fuse the entire region under the protective dominion of the ever-expanding Holy Roman Empire. Across the Danube River, you will enter the medieval city of Buda. Traditionally, Buda has been the base of the city's aristocracy. The buildings here are a bit more ornate, the streets a bit curvier. It is here we attend two art openings that are in slight contrast to one another. The first is a more traditional space with more commercial content. Our next stop is about 2 blocks away at the KAS Gallery. This space operates as a non-profit space where experiencing the art is more important than the actual task of selling it. Budapest has a large and diverse community of artists. When these communities organize, they use their extensive network of primarily Hungarian galleries to create a schedule of art. Every other weekend, it seems, we're introduced to yet another one of these wonderful art festivals. I made it a point to check out their opening reception at the magically illuminated Hungarian Parliament building. Welcome to the opening party of the Off Biennial. It was awesome. The festival came with an app, a dope little booklet. I walked all over the city. And it just so happened to be that one of this year's bookend exhibitions was taking place right at the Art Quarter Budapest. The same place Artifications is having its residency. The AQB building is located in Budapest, a trolley ride from city center, and is brimming with creative ideas and industry. Yo.
Our residency program is open for artists from all around the world, so they're coming from each continent, I could say. We do not select them on the basis of where are they from. It's each project proposal which is of the proper quality is more than welcome. So I think it's very important to have new inspiration and new visitor artists who are bringing their ideas and approach, which is very edifying, I guess.
Mere hours away from Vienna, Bratislava, and Prague, artists for years have descended upon Budapest because of its beautiful architecture, its access to creative spaces, and its relatively low cost of living. It is standard European practice for artists to make their way through art school and ultimately find representation through a gallery. The artist duo of Bosos Lorinc met in art school and soon joined forces, becoming collaborative masters. They gained notoriety with a number of interesting pieces that challenged our way of thinking about art, especially in Hungary. The project revolves around a common identity created and shared by partners János Boros and Lila Lorinc.
And so our project is Lorinc Bosos, actually, this identity that we share. And we work together since 2008, but even before we have worked together in a bigger group, which was called the Corporation. So we are always interested in this combining and getting together and making like events, and so not only separate artworks, but things that involve time also, and movement and stuff like this.
Institutional inspirations are one of our favorite inspirations, because they are so separate. All these classes in the school, you learn that there are painters, there are graphic designers, there are intermediate artists, and there is no way to cross. So our statement is not to choose one or another, but you have to keep them, and you have to have your outsider approach.
So after like 5 years dealing with this, let's say, alternative national image that we started to build with artworks, we got a little bit fed up with it, because we just were facing that we are too small and too little, and we cannot have as much effect as we would like to. It's not that art doesn't empower us, but we have to look at the bigger picture, I would say.
public art has been a tremendous part of Hungary. All over Budapest, you'll find monuments to great thinkers and contributives to Hungarian culture. In the mid-1900s, Hungary would find itself under communist rule. The regime would last for 40 years, and in its wake would leave a generation of public art. What was to come of all of these reminders of communism? The answer? Welcome to the open-air museum called Momento Park. She believes in me. Budapest is at the heart of an ideological tug of war that's been going on for years. The push and pull on the region has actually created a very fertile soil that's been wonderful for the arts to proliferate. Now, Budapest is in the middle of a constellation of a number of other art scenes. And our goal here at Artifications is simple, to make the art world just a little smaller. So if you like what we're doing, go ahead and let us know below. Or go to artifications.us and check out all of our social media sites. Get involved. Let us know what you think. You can't spell Earth without art. So just take a little bit of time, appreciate all the beauty around us, and keep creating. I'm Roland Ramos.